Does this look familiar to you? How about this? Well, how about this? How about this? If you said yes, that means you are in Oregon. That means you're part of our clan, you're part of this channel, you're part of this project. I'm trying to reach out to you to let you know how health insurance works, how to access it, and how to avoid any kind of penalties or fees. So stick around, we're gonna have some fun, we're gonna put some information out there, and we're gonna get you protected. Let's go, Oregon. Hey Oregon, Jennifer Elaine again, your insurance coach. Hey, we're at the office today doing some filming. I wanted to show you where the magic happens, show you how it works. I actually also want to use this dry erase board behind me to show you some details about how to get health insurance and how it works. You know, I've been talking to some people out there, I've been asking some questions. What do you know? What don't you know? And here's what I heard. The first thing I heard is that it's too expensive. I also heard that we tried it a couple years ago and it failed. It sounds like there's a lot of folks out there that were never taught how health insurance works, that nobody ever sat down with you guys and said, hey, here's the way it works. There's a lot of things in the news, a lot of things that are true and a lot of things that are questionable, and I'm here to give you those absolute answers today, okay? I know that when I went through high school with the dinosaurs, there was no class on how to be an adult, how to write a check, how to save for the future, how to set up a retirement. And I'm pretty sure that there's nothing like that going on today. If you're turning 26 years old and coming off your parents' policies, you might be on your own, and these are going to be the answers that you need to help you prepare for 2017, both financially and health insurance-wise. So like I was saying, you guys, there isn't really a class in high school on how to do health insurance, on how to do taxes, on how to understand retirement. You did have classes on geometry. I remember those. Maybe we should have a class on health insurance. I definitely remember geometry. I remember parallelograms, and that really has not come in handy this parallelogram season. Wish I had more information about the health insurance. So that's where I'm going to try to help you out. So the first myth that I'm going to bust is it's too expensive. It just costs too much. Everybody's saying that. It doesn't matter who you talk to, folks that are 20 years old, folks that are 55 years old. Word on the street is that health insurance just costs too much. Well, here's the thing. There's all kind of you folks out there, right? There's folks that make a little bit of money and there's folks that make a lot of money. So how do you know how much is too much for you? I'm going to explain that right now. Let's say that you go to the federally funded marketplace and you do your application. Well, after your application, you're going to get something called an explanation of benefits. That explanation of benefits is going to let you know some things. First thing it's going to let you know is if you qualify for advanced premium tax credits. Let's talk about what that means, okay? Advanced premium tax credit. Advanced premium tax credit. And here's what that means. You go to healthcare.gov, you set up a username and password. You go through the application process. It asks you who all you live with, who's going to go on your tax form, how much money you're going to make, things like that. The system is going to come back and tell you how much it thinks you're going to get an income tax refund for. So at the end of this process, you have a document that says, Mr. or Mrs. Oregon, we think that when you file your taxes for 2016, we think that when you file your taxes, you're going to get an income tax refund of $1,200. That is a round number. I just made it up because I went to public school, and this is simple math, eh? Stick with me. So we've gone to healthcare.gov, established a username and a password, gone in there and done the application, given them all the information. They are going to come back and say, we think that when you file your taxes, this is the check you're going to get, okay? Now, you can do things the way you've been doing them your entire adult life, probably, which is pay the full price for your health insurance, file your taxes, and maybe or maybe not get an income tax refund. You can continue doing that. Or, new rule, like Michael J. Fox.
Doc, I'm from the future.
You can reach into the future and access those tax refund dollars now over the next 12 months, right? I told you I went to public school. $1,200 divided by 12 months is how much? That's right, $100. So here's what that means. If you like, let's say you choose a health insurance policy that costs $400. And it's through XYZ Insurance Company. All right? I promise you that the insurance company is going to receive $400 for that policy, or else they're going to cancel that policy. That's the way things work in this country. So here's the way this works. Let's say that you find a policy that you like and it costs $400. If you so choose, the federal government will write a check to XYZ Insurance Company for between $0 and $100 a month. See how that works? And then you write a check every month for $300. And you do this for 12 months. After the 12 months is over, when all the taxes are done and everything is balanced out, this number will exist, but you're not going to get a check. Why? Because you already spent it on your health insurance. This is your money. This is your estimated income tax return money. This is not money from someone else's checkbook. These are not subsidies coming out of states' governments. This is not anything other than your money. All right? You're not getting access to money that the government doesn't think you're going to have access to. All right? So there's some pros and cons with using this. Obviously, the most initial pro is that, hey, I can afford my health insurance now, right? I need that policy for whatever reason. Maybe I have specific medical needs. Maybe I have a prescription drug that's only covered by this one policy, and this policy is really expensive. Well, great. Now what I can do is I can fill out an application, get this document back that says, hey, we think this is how much you're going to get when you file your taxes, and now you can use these dollars over the next 12 months to help pay for the monthly premium of your health insurance. Okay? So, yes and no. Health insurance is expensive. It can be expensive. If you don't do your due diligence in shopping for a plan that's going to best suit your needs, and if you don't know what you might have access to, well, I guess that you most certainly might end up in a plan that's not going to suit your needs, that's not going to be able to use, and that may or may not be too expensive for you. So yeah, if you want it to cost too much, you absolutely can pay too much.
Shut up and take my money.
However, there's a system in place to try to help you afford those monthly premiums. Okay? There's something else called cost-sharing reductions that are benefits inside the plan, but with these APTCs, all we're talking about is how you're paying the monthly premium for that plan. So hopefully now you have a better understanding of how APTCs work, advanced premium tax credits, how they can work for you. Again, if you want to look at those, see what you might qualify for, you want to head over to healthcare.gov and create that login and password. So that's all we're going to talk about right now is the APTCs. But stick around for the next video. I'm going to explain the cost-sharing reductions and some of the other things that are going to help you out this season. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. I thank you. Please go down there and subscribe to these videos. Please feel free to share them. Please feel free to go down in the comments. Let me know what questions, comments, or concerns you might have. I want to make great videos for you. I want to interact with you, so let me know how I can make this great for you. Yeah, thanks again, and we'll see you next time.